What is up? Motorfest racers and Copium participants, Copium 9 results. It is I, your wheelman, Alex Cornnut. It was a very crazy week. I know I learned a lot, and that was a pretty competitive track, so I was really happy that we ran that one. We'll dig right into the results. We've got them skewed a little bit different this week because I was paid off to do so. So if you guys want you to have your own special split in the future, just send me money. I got you. All right, this week, Rhino the Raccoon is in his own class with an alien time of 2:52.721. Fastest time on track in the Aston Martin Vanquish. Eric CC Goon Crasher sent me $10. He's like, put him in his own class. I don't want to even be in his split. And I was like, say less. So we did that, and as it turns out, Eric didn't even make it into split one this week. So try harder next time, buddy. Honestly, Eric puts in a lot of work every week, so we got a lot of shade going. I love it. He's one of the homies for sure. All right, in second place. Oh, no, excuse me. And the winner of his split in split 2 is Waterblob with a 2:53.745. Right behind Waterblob was Cornnut Crew Own You with a 2:55.6. Following Own You was CC Lexar. I don't know why we have the CC there, but he's one of the Cornnut Crew as well. Same with Mean Cat. We got CC everywhere right there except for Waterblob. But Lexar ran a 2:56.480. Right behind Lex was a 2:56.790 by Mean Cat 97. And then chasing them, not too far behind, was a 2:56.998 for myself. I got a toe behind Rhino. I was learning the ropes. There definitely is a trick to getting around that track, and I was getting better, but still not where I want to be, so maybe next week I can do a little bit more. Had we not put Rhino in his own split, I would have been the top of split 2, so I barely made split 1 this week. So close. All right, we move on to split 3. Our winner this week of split 3 was Judy 2077 with a 2:57.398. Right behind Judy was our man Eric with a 2:58.762. So only, about a second separates those two. Not even a whole second, more like 6/10. And then right behind Eric was our friend Midnight Blur with a 2:59.430. Sodga 85 with a 2:59.881, and then our buddy Sobo Star with a 2:59.989, so just barely squeaking in under 3 minutes. Pretty good times overall. We got 3 people right there in the 59s. These guys are separated by a 10th, and then these two are only separated by about 4/10. So really, really very close racing. I mean, the whole split was only separated by 2 seconds. So shout out to split 3. You guys are cracked, man. I love the close racing, good competitiveness. That's where it's at for sure. We move on to split 4. I got to read this out right now. So WRX69, that's our buddy John. He has done every single Copium series since week 1 in the Volkswagen Beetle on Need for Speed Unbound. For reference, guys, we're in season 2, week 9 of this. So we've had, let me pull this back up here. Hold on, I know it's going to screw up the screen. We had 15 weeks of season 1, and we're 9 weeks into season 2. So, just 24 weeks of just going for it. I mean, we're coming up on half a year of just straight Copium, and our buddy WRX69, our buddy John there, has done every single one of them. So shout out to him. I love that. He pointed that out in the messages. He's like, I've done every Copium, and I went through and looked. I was like, oh my god, one of the homies. So shout out to him. Right behind WRX69 is our pal CC Bodacious, running automatic with no slipstream. Need to put that on there with a 301.893. Right behind WRX69. So only a couple attempts to separate those two boys. They're getting close. And then Decided Fate 69. Nice. Coming in third with a 302.081. And then R-Rock 84.59 with a 302.415. And then Leia Sucks. She's helping me pick the Copium tracks, and this was a very good one this week. So shout out to Leia once again. She's killing it with a 302.7. Also, before I move on, Bodacious right here, him and Gail, they got me this sign. It's about that big. It's about 24 inches, and it says Cornnut Crew on there. I know you really can't read it. I need to get a better spot for it, but I think that's pretty damn cool. So all you guys in the Cornnut Crew are pretty special to me and taking care of me and doing stuff. We got merch flying. We got all kinds of stuff. You guys rock, so I appreciate all of you. And everybody that participates in Copium, my special friends for sure, because not everybody runs this, and it's pretty cool to have you guys along. All right, we move along. Sergeant Epic Speed with a 303.016 is going to be our winner for this split. Right behind him is Mr. Nikolai with a 303.726, and then Mores 1 with a 306.4. That's going to be our top three. All of them pretty close. And then we move on to Mr. Dirty Deeds 65 with a 307.2. We're not sure what console he was on, so we're just going to assume it was the Wii. And then Taz Devil 88 just barely sliding in. I saw a message from him about 4 hours ago going, is there still time for Copium? And he barely got his time in. So shout out to Taz right at the wire. I love that. 308.7. And then Havoc 303 with a 308.8. So that is going to round out that split. Both these guys a tenth. Less than a tenth separates them. So very, very close racing there. And these guys were only about 7/10 apart. So finishing within the same second. And that's really pretty close because it's a 3-minute track. So these guys are flying. We move on to the next split. Our winner is Valve 789 with a 309.855. Following him is Lord Profligate with a 310.863. Shout out to Lord Profligate. He doesn't run many of the Copiums, so I'm glad to see you running with us. Our buddy Scatman Ron coming in third place in his split with a 312.123. And then our pal DeBuster, who is the pioneer of the Blacklist, which is drift and race back in Need for Speed Unbound. I'll be running that later this week. So if you still play Need for Speed Unbound out there, you guys, the Blacklist is a thing. It's very similar to the Copium series. So if you want to race for times and compete and for score in the drift, go jump over there on DeBuster's channel and hook that up. Following DeBuster is Dragontron 95 with a 314.933. So only about 2/10 separates DeBuster and Dragontron. We go down to Matt C 2691 with a 318.311, 311. I like that band. And right behind Matt C is Cap 67 with a 318.313. So 2 1,000ths of a second separates those two boys. That is a very close race. That is the race of the week right there. So Matt C and Cap, super, super, super close. I mean, those runs were identical essentially, and it would have been really fun to see an overlay of the Ghost because I think it would have been really cool. All right, following that split, we got Moonlight Vigil winning that split with a 320.429, very close to a 420, close enough. Nice. And then Yosef Mu sliding in there with a 320.6, so 2/10 separating those two. We move on to Splash the Orca with a message to read. Okay, oh my god, it's quite a message. It's one and done, cockpit cam, 0 resets, default steering in solo mode. Okay, all right, Splash, so you did it all alone with no help. Got it. Oh shoot, gotta go back down. All right, and Moonlight Vigil after the Splash the Orca with a 322.959. Following Splash is Dark Wolf 91 with a 324.149. Our man Forever Young, he's the one that hooked us up with a bunch of the Cornnut crew and DeBuster shirts. Shout out to him. He's always supporting the Cornnut crew. He runs a 328.4. He is a one and done guy. He does it one time in the car. If he's got parts, cool. If not, he runs it stock. So what you see is what you get. 328 is pretty respectable. Following right in behind him is CC Miku Nakano with a 74, or Miku Nakano 7431 with a 335.383. Guys, that is all the times in the split from top to bottom, alien class to the homies. It's pretty good. I love to see it. Really close racing all over the place. Our bottom split has got 2/10 of a second close race in there. I love that. I mean, it just goes to show it doesn't really matter where you stack up in the stack. You're still going to find somebody right around you that races competitively and is very close. So you always want to push a little harder if you can. All right, following that, we've got some other honorable mentions. Sobostar did it on the quad bike with no nitro chemist set, no manual clutch, no wheel, steering bullshit, or no steering wheel bullshit, and then also auto. He's got all kinds of stuff on there, and also solo. And then Splash did one and done cockpit cam with the Testarossa and the racing Cadillac Escalade. Sweet. And then our pal Hex is going to finish this out with a Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 time of the National Forest. He did drive the Aston Martin Vanquish, so it slides with a 323.15. So I have no idea if that's a good time for that track or not, but he's out there playing a different game from the rest of us. All right, this week, you guys, we had, let me see if I can grab this, put it on stream. If I make it bigger, whatever, I'll just read it to you guys. PC players, we had 11. PS5 players, we had 15. Xbox players, we had 9. And then we had one guy on the Wii for a total of 36, but my time wasn't put in there yet. So we actually had 12 on PC, and we had 37 participants this week. Overall, pretty good week. Really happy with that. We've already got LEXX Copium posted on the YouTube channel. So if you're a member of the channel, go to the community page. You'll see a heads up on that. And we'll see you on those motorcycles starting tomorrow. Guys, thank you so much for participating, racing, and be a part of the vibe, because I really enjoy doing this every week. Everybody have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.